Hello, child of God. I welcome you once again to Christ Without Borders. How do you use your influence? Every time we talk about influence, the devil becomes very interested. Why? Because influence is used to control people. Influence can be used to lead men in the right way or the wrong way. And if you've looked at Hollywood, if you looked at the movie scene, there are a lot of influencers who are not leading people in the right way. How do you use your influence? Do you use your influence to strengthen people, to raise people up, to give people hope, to encourage, to build people? Or do you use your influence to turn people into slaves? What do you use your influence for? If you are an influencer, people are following you, people are watching you, people are listening to what you say. How are you using that power, that gift God has given you? Are you helping people make the right decisions, make the right choices? Or are you leading people into hell? There are people who have influence, and the only thing they do is use it to dominate on other people. They use it to turn people into slaves. They use it to break people down. They use it to intimidate other people. God, in His infinite wisdom and understanding, did not take the power of choice from us as human beings. And it's only normal that every human being will also operate like Him. Lucifer had a choice to serve God or not serve Him. He was not forced. He knew what he was going to get when he decided to turn against Him and declare himself Lord and King. This morning I'm talking about influence. How are you using the influence God has given you? There are a lot of figures with influence in the body of Christ that use that influence to intimidate, to bully, and to weaken the body of Christ, weaken people. They've turned the influence into a curse instead of the blessing it's supposed to be. Instead of using it to prepare the army of God, Christ, here on earth, representatives for the days ahead of us. If you are the only one standing with everybody else around you weak, frail, broken, in fear, that influence has failed its purpose. Influence helps raise people, helps strengthen people, helps strengthen the army of God. That's why God gave it to you. It's not for you to use it to turn people into slaves, bowing down to you. We are supposed to prepare the army of God for what is coming ahead of us. Out of the billions of people here on earth, for some strange reason, God decided to give you the power of influence. Not everybody is going to have it. What are you using your influence for? What are you using your channel, your TikTok channel for? Your YouTube channel? Are you strengthening people? Are you building people up to become other influencers who can also influence the section or the area of people around them? Or you're only focusing about your self-interests? The enemy is always triggered when it comes to influence. When it comes to influence and it comes to money. People can be influenced with money. We've seen it so many times. A lot of people will bow down because of money. A lot of people will bow down because of influence. Influence is not supposed to be used as a weapon. No. It's not supposed to be used to break people down. If you are standing alone and everybody else around you is weakened, is broken, is frail, I'm announcing to you that influence you're carrying has failed. It has failed. You can be doing what you're supposed to do with that influence. If they refuse to accept it, fine. That is none of your problem. But whatever you're supposed to do, whatever you're supposed to say, has to be out there. Whatever they need to build them up, whenever they decide to lay hold on that information or whatever you're doing, whatever you say, to build them, strengthen them, to let them stand on their own 2 feet. People standing on their own 2 feet around you because of your influence. Now that is the purpose of influence. It's supposed to encourage other people become better. It's supposed to help people become better versions of themselves. Be very careful how you use your influence. What are you using it for? Getting people into doing the wrong things? Getting people to get into sin? You're influencing people to get into sin, to do the wrong things, to get into this, to get into that, to get into witchcraft, to get into all this. Even your own sins, you've not sorted yourself out. Even you, as a human being, what is going to happen to you at the time of judgment, you have not sorted it out. Let alone you are adding thousands of people, millions of people to follow you as you go astray. That is very dangerous. Be very careful of influence. If you hold any position of influence, you have to become very careful. Because the enemy is also monitoring you, trying to find a way to get you into a form of contract or covenant. That's what he's doing. He wants more people to influence the world. You can't influence the world if God did not give you that ability to influence people through your speech, through your looks, by what you do, what you create. No. There are people God select, people who come onto this earth who possess that ability to be in a place of power. Presidents are not and don't come randomly. No. It's something the person carries when they are coming here on earth. A leader does not pop up anyhow. It's a specific thing, a star, there's something they carry that they come here on earth that allows them to function in that operation, that allows people to listen to them when they are speaking and accept what they are saying. If you hold any place, position of influence, be very careful. Understand it. The enemy is also looking at how to recruit you so that he can lead the people who are supposed to be led in the right way in the wrong way. Very careful what you're connecting yourself to. Be careful, very careful of the connections you are forming. What are you using your influence for? You see, whatever you're doing with your influence, the punishment is going to be more than you yourself. If you go astray and doing this, doing that, it's one thing, and you are going to pay for it. But if you are leading millions, billions in the wrong direction, it's going to be a very great punishment for that. Understand it? People don't know the power they are carrying. They don't know the power you possess. Be very careful. That TikTok channel you have, and then every day you have 100 people watching whatever you post. Your WhatsApp status, every day 100 people are watching. Be very careful. Whatever you are posting, be very careful. Make sure it's moving people in the right direction. Because if what you are posting, if what you are doing is sending people to hell, you are going to be held responsible for those people who follow your channel. It's going to be on your head. Thank you once again.